All right, so hello and welcome to this webinar. I'm super excited that you have made it to this point. Not everybody is actually having the opportunity to watch what you are watching right now. So I want to tell you that in this webinar, you will discover two major things. One of them is the new proven secret to actually triple your sales in the online space. And secondly, to boost engagement on your social media content posts through this new content creation hack. It is going to work. I'm 100%, in fact, 101% convinced that it worked for you because why? It has worked for me and it has worked for every other person that have used this strategy. Stay with me. My name is Maurice Akwebe and I'm a digital marketing strategist. Yes, and I'm going to show you how you can actually leverage on this new proven secrets to actually triple your sales, increase your sales, and even increase your conversion. It works like magic and it can work for any and everybody. So who is this for? If you're an affiliate marketer and you're watching this right now, congratulations to you. If you do e-commerce, if you're a freelancer, you want to build a strong online presence, you do drop shipping, you sell any kind of product online, or you want to start an online business but you don't want to make silly mistakes that will make you lose a lot of sales, then congratulations to you. You are in the right place right now. So you may be asking, why am I so convinced that you're in the right place or you're watching the right video right away? It's because I've done affiliate marketing and this thing has worked. And affiliate marketing is basically like you selling another person's product online. So basically, if you can use it with affiliate marketing, it can work in e-commerce. And I know people who do freelancing that have actually applied the same strategies and it has worked for them. And I've still used this to build a strong online presence for myself. And also, I made some very silly mistakes that I would not want you to make in your online business. That is why I'm also sharing this with you. And of course, if you have been making those mistakes too, definitely you should correct yourself after watching this video. So, what is my big promise to you? Am I just saying some things that are just, oh, this guy is just making mouth or stuff like that? My big promise to you is that if you can stay with me in the next few minutes, you will learn something that will literally transform your business. But you know what? You also learn something that will change how people perceive you in the online space. Yes, there are a lot of perception that people have about other people when they meet them in the online space, and this can majorly be generated through the content and the kind of post you make online. And this is how people will eventually conclude on the kind of person you are. Now, let me take for example, have you tried messaging some of these top influencers or top online entrepreneurs? Some of them may not even respond to you because why? They perceive you to be a particular kind of person. They may be seeing you as that junior guy or something. But if you should start creating some kind of content, by the time they see your post and when you even message them, it will be easier for them to respond and they will have another perception about you, which is what I want you to build for yourself now. Now, is that something you really want to learn? If that is it, let's move on. I believe you're actually ready. Now, this is just like an example. I just had to put this screenshot so that you know the person who is speaking to you much more better. So my name is Maurice Akwebe and this is me. You can see here, I'm this guy, 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 I am this guy. So over the past few months that I've been doing my online business, I've been able to connect with most of these top online entrepreneurs that you know. You see, when I was holding one of my webinars, I invited Coach Kenny, I invited Josephine, and all these other guys that you're seeing here, Francis Ole, Courage Vibes, all of these guys, Joy, Oli, or Olajide, Priye, and all of these guys. How was I able to leverage on relationship to actually get these guys on board? Simple. The kind of content you post online. If you post the right kind of content, people will begin to perceive you as an expert. And one of the major challenges that most people have is that they don't know how to create the right kind of content. They don't know how to use content to position themselves as experts. And that is why they always complain of not getting results. The results you are looking for is hidden in the next content you are going to create if you should know how to create it very well. So of course you should know that the person speaking to you is someone who knows its onions and it's someone who can literally help you achieve that goal you're looking for. Let's move on. So I have a special gift to you paying attention right now and anybody who's going to pay attention till the end. And this special gift, I didn't put the worth here, but it's worth over 250,000 naira. Yes, you heard me very right. It's worth over 250,000 naira. And if you should stay closely and watch this webinar presentation till the end and you learn everything I'm going to be sharing with you, I'm going to be giving you something to do. If you should do it, take action on what I'm going to be sharing with you all through this webinar, then you are going to qualify for this special gift. So what I would advise you at this moment is pay close attention, ensure you cut off every distraction right now. Cut it off and have a pen, have a notebook that you'll be jotting things down so that in case you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section. I hope you got that. So let's move on. So here's my story. Who am I to actually even come and say I want to teach you how you could boost your engagement or how you could triple your sales using content creation strategies? Who am I to actually say that? First of all, this is me a year ago. This is my content that I was posting, and I was struggling with having engagement on my post. I made a post on Happy New Month. Nobody was even responding. I just had 9 likes. I made a post. These were my posts that I was doing, and I thought I knew what I was doing, not knowing that I was making terrible mistakes that you also listening to me now may have been making, and that's why you're not seeing the result you are looking for. See, the results you are looking for is out there, but you just need to know how to apply this knowledge. You need to know how to do them, because if you don't know how to do it, definitely you are not going to get the result. And hope is not a strategy. You are not going to get that result by just hoping or by just wishing that, oh, I wish I can get it. You have to learn, and that was the thing I did, and thank God for the results we are having now. Now, this is me, the same guy, but with new awareness. I'm not aware of what makes content work. And this same guy that was having 1 like, 2 like, 4 like, 5 like, 9 like, it's not the same person, the same account. So it's not even a difference of account. I now understand the concept and how to create the right content that can engage your audience. And you can see them 403 plus, 210 plus, 481 plus. And maybe you are thinking, oh, he just brought some of the best in his content. Well, I will still show you more. This was another post I made, 450 plus, and this is one of my highest engaging content so far, 606 plus, when I was still struggling with having this. What changed for me? What simply changed was I studied, I took time to learn, I paid for different courses, learning the strategies, and thank God I was able to decode it, and I know what works. And that is what gives me the boldness to come here and tell you that I want to teach you how you can actually triple your sales through content, and how you can even get more engagement in your post, because I have tried this and it has worked. And you know what, this same thing I've used it to generate massive leads, hundreds and thousands of leads from Facebook. See what I did here. After creating this content and it was having a lot of engagement, all I needed to do was input a comment here. I shared the daily tips, and if you want to connect with me on WhatsApp, and this is how I have been able to get a lot of massive leads from social media, Facebook, Twitter, and all of these social media platforms. This have been able to generate a lot of leads. Don't worry, I'm going to be showing you some of the messages that some people have sent to me so far while applying these strategies that I told you I have discovered. So if you want to learn this from me, stick around and learn as I show you. Now, why am I doing this? You may be asking. Of course, if you should learn some secret things, you don't want to share it with other people because you want to that's human nature. Human is selfish. Yes, I understand that. But here are the reasons that I want to share this with you. Number one, because I have been there and I know how frustrating it may be. You're trying to figure out all the things by yourself. You try this one today, it's not working. Try tomorrow, you're still getting the same 1, 2, 4, 3, 0 likes and all of that, and no engagement. And because there is no engagement, you're not going to be getting a lot of sales. Now, one of the reasons is because I know how painful it is to be in this place, and I know how frustrating it is. Mostly when you're an affiliate marketer and you are trying to do all of it, or maybe you do e-commerce, or maybe you do freelancing, and it's so difficult. I understand you. Why? Because I have basically been there and I know how it is. That's one reason I want to help you out. Number two, I'm doing this to further also build my brand online. What do I mean by this? By the time I'm helping you, and because I teach you something and you go and apply it and you get the result and you come back, you give me testimonials and I'll show it further. I'm like, okay, Maurice is doing well, and that is further building my brand. So I'm helping you, I'm also helping myself. So it's a mutual something. You are benefiting from it, I'm also benefiting from it. So this is why I'm basically doing this now. So if you want to get the full details of everything, ensure you watch. And remember my gift that I promise anybody who is going to follow the instruction I'm going to be giving at the end or anytime in this video. So you don't know when it may come up. Now, to further even state this, you might be like, so who is this Maurice Akpebe? Who is this guy? I don't know you from anywhere. I'm just seeing you. Well, this is me, Maurice Akpibe. And so far, engaging these content principles, I've received a lot of awards. And this was somewhere someone was even talking about me on Facebook. He was making his post and he was referencing to me in terms of giving value, in terms of being so valuable. And this was an award I received after speaking in an event, an online event. I was invited to speak, writing mastery, and I was given that award. And this award I received it yesterday. And guess what? I didn't even know that I was even awarded that. So I just logged in and I just saw someone tagging me. I just went and checked it out like, wow, I didn't even know. But these people have been studying. That's why I tell you that whatever you're doing online, people are seeing you, people are knowing you. So if you are that person who does not know how to speak to your audience, are right, they are not going to pay attention to you. It's as simple as that. And this was another award I received, which is award. I was selected to attend the Digital Business Bootcamp in Lagos for free. Though I made an appreciation post to the convener, and let me tell you something. There were over 200 and something plus applicants for this particular digital bootcamp, and they selected I think just 70 people. And guess what? I applied late. I applied like 5 days, I'll be 2 days to the end of the whole thing. How were they able to select me? Because through the selection process, they had to go through your social media and also see what you are doing. And because of that, because of how I have been so valuable through my content creation skill, these guys were able to select me. I didn't know anybody from the onset. I just applied and I was selected. Content creation can never be underestimated. If you want to make it big in this online space, you must know how to create the right content that speak to your audience and position you as an expert. If you don't know how to do this, forget it. You are just going to be shadowboxing. And that's what I was doing here. I was just shadowboxing here. And if you want to keep on shadowboxing, no problem. But I am speaking to that one person listening to me now. That one person that really wants to change the game for himself. That is who I'm speaking to. And I believe you are that one person. Okay, more awards. Literally, if we want to talk about awards today, I'm just showing you this so that you value that you are spending with me. Of course, there are other things I could have been doing at this particular time, but I've put all those aside to show you this simple thing that works. So this was when I engaged in a content creation challenge, and I was awarded among the top 50 most engaged content creators. For people to have engaged in your content, it means you know what you are doing. And just as I will tell you over and over again, there are strategies, there are techniques to doing this. Engagement do not just fall from heaven. If engagement was falling from heaven, everybody should have been getting engagement on their content, and everybody should have been making sales, but you don't know how to do it. Be sincere with yourself, and that's why you are here today. And I want you to pay rapt attention because you are going to be learning a whole lot. Okay, so just before you say, okay, this guy is just blowing his trumpet, I have to put all of this so that you will be further convinced. Now, these are what other people are actually saying about me. I actually asked my audience a question: what are the 3 most valuable things you value about me? And there were the response I was getting. He said, obviously, diligent. Now, these people, I have not even met these people physically, but because of the content I'm always posting online, this is why they could. So, content is not just a one-day thing. People are studying you in the online space. So, this person was saying, you are cheerful, you are diligent, you are kind, and this person was, you always speak the truth, you help businesses to grow, and of course, that's what I do online. And you always call premium soap even in your free classes. I do free classes, I have paid courses, but whenever I'm speaking, I always ensure I deliver massive value because why? People are watching. People are watching. And this is who Maurice Akpebe is. Or Akpebe Maurice, anyone you choose to call me. Okay? So let's move forward. And these are other things. If I should show you all the screenshots, maybe we'll not even leave here today. We'll spend the next 1 hour just checking screenshots and all of that. But let's move further and get into the business. So you can actually even read this. This guy said your consistency to doing things, your honest empathy to helping others, your constant writing skills. Look at what Chika Christopher said. He said, you always write what I need. Sometimes it's like you are reading my mind. And this is what you should always learn how to do as a content, as an online entrepreneur. You should know what your audience are thinking about. If you don't know this, you will even be confused on what to post. You will not know what to post. That's it. And that's the challenge that most people are facing. And I'm very sure you listening to me now, you may be facing that challenge. You don't know what your audience needs at the time. You don't know how to communicate the thing to them. You are always copying and pasting what other people are doing. You see this, you see one of your coach post this one, you screenshot, you go and post it. You see this one, post this one, you screenshot and you go and post it. You are not building your authority that way. You will only be the screenshotter. And I think you don't want to be that person. You want to be that person that is bringing the value to the table. That is one thing you need to learn. It's as simple as that. And if I can do it, if other people can do it, you too, you can do it. We don't have two heads. We that are doing it, we don't have two heads. It's as simple as learning the right strategy from the right source and applying them. Definitely, you will see results. See, I spend a lot of money buying courses, more than hundreds of thousands of naira, paying for online trainings just to understand this thing. And to an extent, I believe that I've understood this because the results are actually speaking for themselves already. Okay, so if you don't know how to create high quality content, I tell you, four things are going to happen. You'll be losing sales, and I know most of you are experiencing that already, and I experienced it too. Because why? People will not even want to buy from you because they are seeing other people that are much more valuable than you are, and that is why you may be losing most of your sales. Because why? You don't know how to create high quality content. Another thing is prospects will always buy from others. Why? They leave you. They'll come and make a query from you. They'll go and buy from others. Why? Because you don't know how to communicate with them through your content. I always tell people this thing that the only way you are communicating with your audience is through your content. These people did not know you physically, but they are seeing what you are doing online, and this is how you build trust with them. And also, if you don't know how to create high quality content, you will always be having low engagement. It's as simple as that. People will not engage with something that is not speaking to them, that is not relatable. Now, also, the last thing is it will be frustrating. And if you refuse to learn, and if you refuse to learn it now, you will be that person that will just give up. I'm just like, I got this online business thing, they are scam. It did not work. They are not scam. It is working. It's just you that don't know what to do. It's as simple as that. I always tell people this: learn what works, and by the time you apply it, definitely you're going to get results. Okay, let's move on. So, what does it mean to actually triple your sales? Because that's one of the first things we're going to be discussing. Getting three times what you have been getting before. So, imagine you are making, let's say, 500k before. Tripling your sale, you start making 1.5 million. If you are making 200k before, that will be 600k. That's actually exciting, right? I know you're actually excited. But let's move on. Let's move on. I know you're actually excited, and that's very true. That's very awesome. Now you may be like, okay, Maurice, you've told us about your content creation and all of that. So how much has this thing given to you? Has this thing even pay you any money? Or are you just creating content and you are just getting engagement? This is it. I like showing proofs. So this is it. I have product that I sell, and because of my content creation skills, I get people patronizing me, people buying my product. Why? Because I know how to create the right kind of content that will speak to them and will move them to buy from me. Now you can see this image I was driving from Paystack. It was a product that I was selling, and you can see 31st January, 31st January, the same day. You can see all of these orders coming in. If you don't know how to create the right kind of content, you will not know how to communicate with your audience, and this will not be possible for you. Now, let me even show you more. I also do affiliate marketing with Expertnia too. And these are series of emails. This is my affiliate marketing account. I have a course also hosted on Expertnia. I'm making sales back to back in that course also, and in also my affiliate dashboard when I was very active in affiliate marketing, creating content, and all of that. You can see these are the emails you receive an order, you receive payment, and all these things they are possible if you should know how to create the right kind of content. Okay, then this is my like as a vendor. These are the orders that I've also been receiving. I'm not supposed to be screenshotting everything, but I just decided to screenshot this just to show you that this thing is working. Now I know you may be like, oh my gosh, Maurice, this you have gone far, you have gone far. I'm not sure I can catch up again. It's a lie. That is a lie that your brain is just telling you, because no matter how far other people have gone, you can always start, and it starts by learning. He said the best time to start is yesterday. He said, okay, there's this quote that they said whether you would have started before, but the next best time to start again is now. You can learn it now. So don't feel discouraged. As at when I was learning by my own back then too, paying for courses, learning all of that, it was like, oh my gosh, when is this manifestation going to come? But with consistent, with persistent, learning more, I was able to get all of these results for myself. Not overnight, but based on the fact that I was consistent in learning. So I know you're actually very excited right now, but just for a moment, just think about it. How would you feel if you start making a lot of money, let's say triple of what you were making before? It will feel exciting, right? I know it will feel exciting, but let me tell you something more. It is not magic, number one. It is not by wishing, number two. Number three, it is not just hoping. You have to take practical steps. And that is what I'll be sharing with you now. Some of the practical steps. Taking courses, learning from what I'm teaching you right now, taking offers that you know that will teach you on this content creation skill that really show you. Because see, let me tell you, if you don't know how to create the right kind of content, people will dump you in the online space because your content is what is going to battle with other people's content. And until you learn the right magic to do this thing, you will always be wishing you were better instead of you to be taking massive actions. So here is it. There are countless number of strategies that you can actually apply. But for the sake of this webinar, I will just be sharing these three with you for free. Okay, the number two is not here, but I couldn't put it in this slide, but I will just state it out also. So number one is absolute belief and conviction in your product. So do you have any product you are selling? Do you have service? Are you a professional in that thing that you are doing? Can you truly deliver on what you said you will deliver? If you cannot do it, just forget it. You will not even triple anything. Because even if you triple, you just be causing disaster to yourself. Because people will just be giving negative reviews. Imagine you don't know what you are doing online and you send that kind of message that I sent to my contacts and I was asking them what are the things that you value about me. They will just tell you you are not even valuable. Why? Because you don't know what you're doing in the right way. So when you are actually very good in what you are doing, you have a great product that will truly deliver on the service or on the result that people are looking for. You have to believe in it. And belief shows in the way you speak, in the kind of content you post. These things show how much you are convinced about your product. And you listening to me now, you'll be like, wow, this guy is speaking with so much confidence. Yes, because I know what I'm telling you now, it works. It has worked for me. Yes, it has worked for me. And I'm so convinced about that, that it can work for each and everybody listening to me right now. I am so convinced about that. So first step is you must be convinced about your product. Then, just as I said, the second this thing I didn't have it here, but I will just state it right away. Another one is you don't stop at conviction alone. Oh. You have to generate leads. And if you have been making any sale now already, if you want to triple that your sale, you have to generate at least 3 times more the leads you are generating now. So if you are generating, let's say 100 leads, you have to triple it. And by the time you triple it, you are going to see that your sales will increase. That's just it. See, sales is a game of number. And if you know how to generate more leads, whether through organic means and even organic means, if you want to generate more organic means, it's easy with your content. I will show you. I told you I plugged a link in my content and more people will just messaging me on WhatsApp. I want to connect with you. And that is how it all begins. And eventually they follow me on WhatsApp and I close them. It's as simple as that. You have to generate leads. You have to go and learn it. So if you don't know how to generate leads organically, go and learn it. If you don't know how to generate it through paid adverts, you can pay people to run adverts to you. You can also learn it also. It's as simple as that. Then the number three, of course, you have to make these people trust your brand. See, before anybody is going to buy from you, I tell you that person have a level of trust. If you don't trust somebody, you are never going to buy from that person. If you don't believe in that person, you are never going to buy from that person. So if somebody is going to buy from you, that person has to trust your brand. And there's this thing they call KLT, know, like, and trust. So before they even trust you, they have to know you first, and they have to begin to like the kind of content you post. Because the only way they're going to like you is when they are seeing the things you are posting out online, and those are the content. Is still coming back to content. You see, everything that you are doing in the social media platform, they are still revolving back in your content. So please don't joke with it. Go and learn it. Go and learn it. But stay with me. I'm going to be showing you other things. So, talking about the issue of trust, just as I said before, I asked a question also. I asked a question on my WhatsApp some time ago, and just someone who listened to one of my spaces on Twitter, and he was like, "This was mind blowing. There's really money in the internet." Meanwhile, Maurice Akpebe, please come and guide me. I'm lost. I want to start afresh. The result in 1 year is magical. Yes, I've not been long in this online space, but the number of things I know in this online space, some people who even started before me, they don't know it. Why? I invested in knowledge. I learned. There were times I had to even go on YouTube, search, I pay for courses even with my last school, but I'm still paying. Why? Because I want to get what these people are really doing. And this one was saying, meanwhile, I read one Emmanuel Akwe's book, and he said that if you know your onions, you will eat your suya. He say actually you know your onion, and that is why you are grinding and you keep grinding. Of course, when you actually know these things and you start creating the right kind of content, means that people will begin to trust you. And when you ask all this kind of question, you'll be getting great and amazing feedbacks. And that's just, and why am I putting all of this? Because I'm putting them to show you that, my guy, this thing they work. If you know they work for you, it means say you don't know what you did do first. And that is why you need to learn. Yes. Okay. And of course, there are a lot more. This guy said, since I have been watching you, sir, I have been seeing you. Your content are so creative and irresistible. Thanks, sir. This one said, your dedication, your devotion to see other people's progress around you, your zeal to always keep learning. That is it. That is my zeal. Oh. If you are not that person that wants to keep on learning, then you are not part of the people I'm even speaking to. You can even shut this video now and just go and keep on doing what you have been doing and keep on getting the results that you have been getting. If they're okay with you, no problem. Keep it up. But I'm speaking to that one person who really wants to change the game for him or herself. And I'm speaking to you right now. Now, I know you must have heard this statement that content is king. And this statement is 101% valid. The reason people will buy from you is when they trust you. And you can only build trust through the interaction you are having with your prospect, with your content, through your content. So if you are selling on WhatsApp, what kind of content are you posting? Do you know what these people are thinking about? Do you know their pain points? Do you know their values? Do you know? Because some of you don't even know these things. And because you don't know that value of people can actually make them take action on what you are promoting or what you are selling. You just keep on posting anything. You are working based on hope. Hope is not a strategy. Know that. If you don't know anything that I said now, just know that hope is not a strategy. So you have to learn the right thing to do. And one of these things, and I'm telling you that your interaction with your prospect is through your content. And if you do not know their values, you do not know their goals, you do not know their desires, you do not know what they are thinking about, it's going to be difficult for you to create the right kind of content that they will even engage with and eventually even buy from you. They will not buy because you are not speaking to them. Okay, so here is it. We're going to be switching to the part of engagement now. So just you can write engagement as a headline or heading right now. So here is a framework. More engagement is going to lead to more people seeing your product, because how social media basically works is the more people who engage on your product, the more the algorithm will push it. So those posts that you see that they were having 600k and 600 plus, 400 plus, 200 plus, 300 plus, and all of that, it was based on the engagement that people were engaging. The algorithm was just pushing it more and more, and as it was pushing it more and more people were engaging, and more people were being generated as leads. More people were seeing it, more free leads were being generated. How would you feel if you know this strategy to actually generate more free leads, and even more sales will be coming in easily because these people have interacted with your content and did not begin to trust you already? And let me tell you, age is not a barrier for this. No, don't tell me you are young. I'm a young guy also. Yes, and don't even tell me you are old, because I know people who are in their 50s. I know people who are in their 40s who are doing amazingly well with content creation. So age is not a barrier. It is simply learning what to do and doing it right. Okay, so to boost your content engagement, there are three things that I would suggest to you. Of course, just as I will always say, there are a lot of other things that I'm doing, but I'll be sharing this day with you for free. Number one, highly valuable. Now you must know that value to you may not be value to them, and that is why you must know what your audience is asking. You must understand what is their pain point at every point. Then they must also be relatable. Now, you can also use social media and storytelling skill to actually make your content more relatable. Of course, if your content is not relatable, how do you expect me to engage with what I do not even, I cannot relate with? Or some people will be using all these grammatical jargons to create their content. You are trying to impress somebody when you want to make a sale. Bro, nobody is going to engage. Of course, some people may engage, but you want to make your content as simple as possible so that it can be relatable with people. People can easily look at your content and they're like, wow, I get the idea this person is trying to pass. And that's what will make them to engage. Then another thing, you don't want to be like every other person. Every other person is screenshotting that particular post and making and posting their WhatsApp status. You too, you are posting the same thing. I'm not saying screenshotting content and reposting them is bad. No, it's never bad. If you see something that relates with you, of course, that is still part of the engagement. But one thing you should also know is that you must be unique in your own style. If you want to really carry authority, you must be unique. Now, if it's just like carrying every other thing on the internet, they will just keep it because why? They've seen it in another person's status. They have seen it in another person's content. So you reposting the same, like you screenshotting the same thing, it's just going to be like, it's one of them. But when you come with your own uniqueness, see, they are going to engage. I'm telling you the truth. They are going to engage. Now, I said something. So just as I said back then, I was just shadowboxing. You know, the first slide I showed you when I was having 0 likes, 1 like, 4 like, 5 like, 9 likes. I was just shadowboxing, and that is what most of you are doing now. But the thing is, some people are not sincere with themselves. They're like, God will work it out. God will do it. When you refuse to learn, it's not going to be possible. You have to learn. You have to learn. You have to learn. You have to learn. And sometimes it may cost you. It's actually costing your time to actually even get this information I'm sharing with you now. Now, by the time you don't have enough of engagement, you are not going to be able to drive organically. And this is why you have been complaining that you don't know how to drive organically, because you don't even know how to create the right content that will persuade people to come and say, I want to connect with you. People do not even see you as value yet. And that will eventually lead to, I am not making sales. Why? The root is you have refused to learn. You've refused to pay the price. I've paid the price. I'll tell you, like, I'll repeat it again, that I've paid for courses online. I've paid, guy, I've paid, I've learned, and I've applied them, and I'm getting the result for myself. Now, just to actually show you, maybe you didn't see the first one, I'm still proud to show you how I began also. So this was it. I was still doing what I thought was right. Just like maybe a maker that is watching me now is still doing, thinking what he's doing is right, and you're not getting the result that you're looking for. You better go and look for help. You better go and look for help. Because you can't continue like this. 1 like, 2 like, 3 like, it's not going to take you to where you want to go. I'm telling you the truth. They will tell you be consistent. But if you keep on consistently doing the wrong thing, hey, there's going to be fire on the mountain. Consistency is key, but you have to know and be sure that what we are doing is right, to know that, okay, if I'm consistent with it, definitely I'm going to be seeing the result. But you just trying to do something that you're not even sure about, and you're saying I want to be consistent, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Now, this is my story, and for sure, I have grown past this. I think I showed you guys. Maybe I'll just go back. Okay, no problem. Maybe I'll show it later. I showed you guys how I've been able to move from this to having 600, 400, 1000, and all of that. Let me even show you guys some other metrics. Now, these are other metrics on my post. You can see this post when I was having a session with that is Steve Harris. You can see 290 likes, a lot of comments, and I also fixed in my link here, and people were able to connect with me on WhatsApp. That is lead generation. You can see this one 160. You can see this one 433. You can see this one 481. You can see this one 450. You can see this one 1,269 impressions. You can see 2,085 impressions. That's a lot of people seeing it already. Now, if you should add all of this together, this is more than 20,000, like 20,000 people already see my post. Now, let me show you. I made a screenshot. This is what 5,000 people look like. 5,000 people. This is what 5,000 people look like. So think to yourself that this number of people seeing my post, what does that mean? A lot of people are going to connect with you. And by the time a lot of people connect with you, you'll be able to build more relationship with them through your content nurturing. And with that, you'll be able to make more sales. The secret is learning how to create the right content. Now, you may be asking me right now, I just had to come back because I had that on another folder. So I had to come back, and you may be asking me, so Maurice, what actually changed? Well, everything changed when I discovered what moves people to hit that like button. I discovered what I could create that will make people connect with me. I discovered how I could engage with other people that will draw other people's attention to my post also. And I call it the ANS-C formula. Yes, and it works. Like it works. It works. I call it the ANSC content creation and engagement boost formula. This thing works like magic if you can understand it. Well, I'm not going to be talking much about this now, but later I'm going to be talking about it and how you could actually leverage on it. So stay with me. Now, just to further prove to you that okay, these things are not just why you stuff or something like that. It's because I know some people do that in the online space, but I do not advise anybody to lie just to make a sale or anything because it's not necessary. There are legit. If there is a right way to doing it, why trying to cut corners? Now, I just had to make these screenshots because when leads come to me like this, I save their names and I add tags to them. So all of this that you're saying, Facebook new, Facebook new, Facebook, all this one you're saying, Twitter too, Twitter offer, and all of that. These are organic leads I got from these platforms. And this is not just the leads. I didn't want to screenshot everything. I have hundreds of people connecting with me from Facebook, connecting with me from Twitter organically. Why? Because I know how to apply this, the ANSC content creation engagement boost strategy. That is it. And you can actually get to apply the same thing and it will work for you also. Now, just to further prove to you too, when people are coming to my DMs, I have a particular link, and this link it has a particular message that's like, "Hello Maurice, it's nice connecting with you on WhatsApp. My name is this," and I know probably if you should have enrolled for any of my trainings, you should have seen that particular link. When you tap on it, to direct you to my WhatsApp, and you have that automatic message. So this is it. Like these are, I just had to screenshot this one to show you that these are real people that are really come to my DM, and I have to save their number. You see, I will say simply save my number as much as I've saved yours too, and like save her and all of this. So this is it, and you can literally apply the same strategy for your own business, and it will work for you, even if you are not even selling digital products, even if you are doing real estate and stuff like that. Anything that you are selling online, this same principle works for any line of business. Because why? These people who you are trying to sell to, they have problems, and your product can truly solve their problem. But if you do not know how to create the content that will make them really believe in you, it will be hard. You will not be able to get them to your DMs or to get them to your email list that will not make them to want to buy from you. I hope you're following what I'm sharing with you. I hope you are truly learning, and I hope you are truly following. Okay, so now, okay, so I have to show something again. So with this framework alone, see, you can be bold to even add that you are a social media manager if you know how to create good content. You can actually manage other people's social media accounts. Some of these top brands and top influencers that are very busy, they may not even know how to even create content. Some of them may not be too busy to even create content. You can actually do that. And despite the fact that I do other things online, I still do social media management for people. Yes, I do, and I charge as much as 500k to, let's say, 100k per month doing it. Manage your account, and maybe I'll just post like 4 times in a day, or maybe 3 times in a day. And at the end of the month, you are boosting because you've learned this strategy. If you learn the strategy that I'm actually telling you, you can actually do that, and you'll be charging people. Now, let's even imagine maybe you are not even able to charge. Maybe you are, because you are just getting started. You are not bold enough to charge you 100,000 naira per month. How about charging people, let's say 70k, 60k? What difference is that going to make in your life? A lot of differences. And you know what? You can even do this if you are doing your 9 to 5 job. You can even do this even if you are a businesswoman. You can do this even if you are a student. I'm a student. It's very easy to do because there are tools that you can literally use to schedule post, and you don't have to be in the platform every minute trying to post. You can literally schedule the post for the whole week, for the whole month, and the post will just be showing up every month, every at that particular time that you actually do them. There are tools you can leverage on, and all you just need to do is probably engage with the posts when people are commenting and reacting, and you can be doing this as a side job, for you, and you can make as much as 100k, 500k, 300k, 200k based on the brand you are working with per month. Now, okay, just to still prove to you that okay, I'm not just blowing my trumpet that I'm a social media manager or stuff like that. This was an account that I started managing just yesterday. The date is 17th of March 2023. I was just managing this account, and the first post that I made was having over 5,809 impression. Like, I showed you a picture of what 5,000 people look like, right? 5,000, 5,000. Let me pause it and let me show you. You see this? This is a picture of how 5,000 people look like, an estimate of what 5,000 look like. So imagine 5,809 people seeing that post. That was a lot. And see, let me tell you something again. 5,809 views so far in a post. 334 engagements. Not just that. This from this one post alone, this account I was managing had over 27 follows in that day alone. I've not even checked the statistic now, but I'm very sure it must have grown past this. Why? How was I able to do this? Because I simply understood the strategy. It was not magic, just as I would tell everybody. It was not magic. You have to learn. If you are still in that lane of you are hoping, see, it will be long for you. I'm just telling you. And it's not like a course or something, but it's just the truth. If you are that person who sees knowledge as something, or maybe you learn and you don't apply, you are missing out, because the result you are looking for is in that knowledge you have refused to acquire, or that knowledge you probably know and you've not applied. Now, I'm going to be showing you something else, what social media managers actually charge in some platforms. Now, this is called Fiverr. This is Fiverr.com, and it's a freelancing platform. And you can see this. We said, be your social media manager, marketing, and all of that. This person is charging $200, and I'm very sure this is going to be like $200 per month. How much is that in your currency? In naira, this should be like 150,000. So as I was saying, this should be like 150, 140k per month. How many gigs? You can see it here. 519 people have actually worked with this lady. You can see this other one. He's charging $150. Over 131 persons have actually gotten to work with her. You can see this person is charging $235, and over 1k, 1,000 plus people have worked with her. That is, she has made over $235,000 doing social media marketing. So, social media management. So, even if all you learn how to do is knowing how to create this good content, and people begin to even pay you, let's even say $100 per month, and you have worked and you eventually work with a lot of persons, that is going to be a lot of money for you. So, no skill, I've always told people, no skill that you learn is actually going to be a waste. It's never going to be a waste, because if you know how to apply truly, imagine this person charging $300. 77 people work with her so far. This person charging $95. Over 84 people work with her. $130, over 90 people. Now, these things will work, but they will not work for you if you don't know what to do. Like, I was listening to somebody yesterday, and the lady was like, there is a job out there, but maybe you don't have the necessary skill to actually fit in those job placements, and that's it. Now, imagine somebody brings an opportunity and like, come and manage my social media account, I'll be paying you two. You don't know how to create content. You don't even know how to even know audience segments. You don't know who the person target audience are, and you don't even know how to focus on them. How then are you going to take up that offer? So you have to learn this so that you can take advantage of opportunities like this when they show up. They may not show up at day one, but by consistency, as you are putting this thing out there and people are seeing you. Let me even say this. I had a call with one of the CEOs of one of the affiliate platforms in Nigeria. I had a call with him, and this guy was a guy who even messaged me. Like, when he started telling me that, okay, I was seeing your work online and I decided to message you, I was like, wow. And this is how I had countless offers coming up. People like, come and join me, help me do this, come and help our brand do this. Why? Because of the content they are seeing that I'm posting. If they are not seeing these things, nobody will come and message you. And that's why maybe people have not come to start messaging you. And because you don't even know how these things work. And when they tell you learn, you're like, it's going to tell me to buy another course and all of that. And you don't know that you are actually missing out on opportunities, because there are a lot of opportunities out there. And if you would take the pain to learn, you are definitely going to enjoy. I hope you have actually been enjoying yourself so far in this content in this webinar so far. So let me come. Now, I know you are probably like, oh my gosh, Maurice, you have motivated me and all of this. And I really see that, yes, I really need to learn this and all of that. That's quite okay. But of course, this training you just had me is not just going to be all is going to reveal everything to you. Yes, and that's why I've actually put together some resourceful material that will really help you. And remember, I said I was going to give you a gift at the end of this whole webinar. So if you are still here, congratulations to you, because if you should follow the instructions and everything that I'll be sharing, definitely you're going to get that free of charge. It's worth over 250k, and you're going to be getting it free of charge from me. So pay close attention. Okay. So I said I've actually put together a resources, and I call this a blueprint. I don't even call this a course, because literally, if you should follow this, like my own results sometimes it actually baffles me. And in terms of my engagement and people actually reaching out to me and stuff like that, I'm like, wow, so this thing can really be this practical. It can be, but the problem with most people is that they don't even know how to start it, and they don't even know where to even continue with. And you saw that the screenshot I showed you guys. Somebody messaged me and they were like, I want to start over again. Maurice, I need you to guide me. And that is what I know, that a lot of people are still asking that question. And probably you may be asking that question, that Maurice, I need you to guide me on this. And that is why I don't want to leave you alone. Because me just having this 1 hour session or this few session with you, it's not going to solve it all. I know this, and I'm telling you for sure. Just attending free classes is not going to be the end to it. And that is why me myself, I always invest in online courses. I buy them a lot. I buy them a lot because I know that the knowledge I'm looking for, someone else has it already. And instead of stressing myself, trying to go and try figuring it out, wasting time and all of that, why not pay for access and get this knowledge? Now, that is what I want to do for you and help some persons listening to me. I hope you're that person. So, yes, this is it. This is something I call the 365 days sales generating content creation and engagement boost blueprint, because this thing can work for you 24/7 in all the whole days. If you should apply everything that you will learn in thing that I this blueprint that I've packaged together, see bro, I'm telling you for sure that in the next 365 days, you will not be short of what to post. You will know the right thing to post, and your engagement, you will know the strategies to apply to boost it. I am telling you. I am not telling you based on what I read from somewhere or something. I am telling you based on what I have practiced, and I've showed you the results so far. So if you are still doubting, then I don't know what to do for you anymore. So in this blueprint, I'm going to be showing you all of this, the major reasons why you should create content, and how to create the high valuable content, and some of the deadly mistakes that people make online that make it difficult for them to create high valuable content. This alone is worth 15,000 naira. Now hold on. The major forms of high engaging content, and also choosing the right platform to create high engaging content on. I'm also going to be sharing that with you, and that alone is worth 20,000 naira. Not just that, I'm going to also be showing you how to position yourself, how positioning affects your content, how it affects your content, right from your profile picture, your bio, how you can really structure all of this. And those are some of the things that made it easy for me to easily invite all of those top guys that you saw me in my flyers, invited them from my trainings. That was the simple hack that I was using. And most people don't know how to apply this. So I'll be sharing that with you. And that alone is worth 20,000. And of course, it's worth more than that, Seth. Imagine you having your next training and you're inviting one of the top guys out there. It's going to be marvelous. But if you don't know how to create the right set of content, you don't know how to position yourself and do these things properly, they will always tell you, no, I'm not interested. No, I'm not ready. No, and you will always be getting no's and no's and no's and no's. But why not learn it now so that you don't have the next no? Rather, you get the next yes. Then also, one thing that people battle with is consistency. I'm going to also show you the hack to consistency, and also building authority to your content. All of this is worth about 25,000 naira. Then also, a lot of people make mistake with using AI. I know you know of ChatGPT, but there are a lot of ways that you could leverage on this. But some people, they just go and copy and paste, copy and paste. A lot of people like copying and pasting, and that is why they are not getting a lot of engagement. So you don't just want to copy and paste. There are strategies to you to even leverage on AI so that it will be an advantage to you. And I'll also be teaching you that, and that alone is worth 20,000 naira. And also content repurposing strategy. If you go and check me on Twitter, check me on LinkedIn, check me on Instagram, check me on Facebook, I'm talking about the same thing. But all of the content, they are not even the same way. So I'll show you how you can repurpose your content and re-strategize them for different platforms to suit them. Then also I'll also be sharing on ending sales strategy you should leverage on. And also I'll also be sharing with you collaboration massive effect. This collaboration has worked for me a whole lot, that I've used it to generate tons of sales for myself. I've collaborated with people that at the end of the live session I'm having, sales are pouring in. Then also massive organic strategy. This alone is worth 35,000 naira. And you know what this means? I showed you screenshot of people saying they want to connect with me on WhatsApp, and that's how I eventually close them through my content I post. I will also be sharing this with you too. Now, if we should sum up everything, you see that everything, the total worth of everything here is actually 150,000 if you add everything here together. But definitely, I know some people listening to me now, maybe like, oh my God, Maurice, I want to really get started with this, but I don't even have the money, or I don't have 150,000 to pay. Of course, I know that, but I'm just showing you the worth of what you are getting, so that eventually when you get it, you are not like, you will not be looking at it as something common. You know that this thing is truly valuable. So let's move on. Before you even think of saying, okay, how much are you going to do this? I have something else for you as a bonus. I'll be giving you 7 tools that you can use to create high valuable content without mistakes. Content that are so valuable. I'll show you these tools that you can use to do strategic research, and also how you can leverage on these tools to your advantage. The worth of this is about 55,000 naira. And if you should add it together plus everything here, you see that everything is summing up to about 205,000 naira already. Yes, that's the value of all of this. But hold on. I remember I told you I'm going to give you a gift at the end. I'm not giving, the gift is not here yet. Stick with me, and I'm still going to be showing you more. Okay, I've told you. So, like, just imagine this. Imagine you learning this thing and you become a social media market manager, managing accounts for people. And you know what? You can even be managing accounts for 10 brands. And imagine these 10 brands are paying you 60,000. How much is that in a month? That is a whooping 600,000 naira in a month. Like, and guess what? The most amazing thing is you don't need to be active. You can actually schedule all of the posts and they are run by themselves. It is wisdom. It is wisdom to do all of these things. But most people do not know. And it's so painful that most people don't even know. And this is some of the secrets that some people hide from you. This is one of the ways that most people even... As I said earlier, you can literally offer the skill as a service to become the social media manager of different brands, even personal brands, big brands, and you can charge a lot of money for that. See this person. She put her own on Upwork, on Fiverr. She's charging $200 per management. And social media management is not a one-time fee. You are definitely going to be paying this every month. Convert $200 to naira. That's about 150,000 naira every month. What are you doing? Just creating content for a brand. How is it going to be possible when you know the skill? Because no brand wants to hire someone who does not know what he's doing. So this can even be an extra source of income for yourself. So you are doing your own business and you're helping other people to manage that brand. And you know what? It does not even take much time for you to do this. There is the account of someone I'm currently managing, one of the top affiliate marketers in Nigeria. I'm currently managing her account. And what do? I make one tweet every day. And the tweets are getting mad impressions. Like excess impression. I will even show you some of them very soon. So but when you get this, the most important thing is knowing that you know how to actually do this, not you are guessing. Because if, of course, when you guess and you eventually get your way around it and they even start paying you, they will eventually sack you. Why? Because you will not be giving them the result that they want. But when you know how to create the right content that suits any particular audience, and you also know how to boost engagement, it will become very, very easy for you. But how much does all of this worth? Currently, from all that I've shown you so far, it's worth over 150k. But just as I said, you are not going to be paying this. Why am I saying you are not going to be paying this? Because I know most of you may not be able to afford it. And I know a lot of students, you may be a student listening to me right now, and I know you may not be able to afford it. And that's why I actually had to bring this to 30,000 naira, including all the bonuses that I'm going to be giving you. I've reduced it to 30,000 naira. But you'll be asking, why am I reducing this from a whole 250k to 200,000, 5,000 naira to 30,000 naira? I have three reasons why I'm doing this. Number one, I know that a lot of you watching me, just as I said earlier, maybe you watching me now, you are a student and you really want to learn this skill, you want to boost your brand, or you want to offer it as a service to other people, but you may not have up to that. And I'm once a student. I'm also still a student, and I know how it was hard for me to even raise 40k. The first course, big online course that I bought, 40k. It was difficult for me raising that money, and because of that, I've actually reduced so that it will not be that difficult for you again. And another reason is, if you easily have access to this and you start getting results, because if I make it 150k or 100 and something thousand, I know some people will still get it, but many people will not be able to get it. And the result that I'm going to be getting from my students is not going to be as much as I want. So I want it to be able to, I want a lot of people to be able to get access to this, and that's why I had to reduce the price, so that by the time you start getting the result, yes, I'll be proud to actually post about it on social media and tell people, yes, these people are getting result from what I've actually taught them. So by you getting result, I'm also proud to actually talk about you. Then the last reason I'm actually reducing this is because some of you do not even have the courage to even pay up to that 6 figures to actually like buy an online course. I've actually, like, I can do that. Someone like me, if I know that, okay, this is what I need, and I even have to pay 200k, 250k for it, I can actually do it. But I know some of you listening right now, probably this is going to be the first online course you're buying, or the second online course you're buying, and you may not really have the boldness or the courage to actually do that. And I want to make it very easy for you to actually access, and that's why I had to reduce it to this price. Now let's move on. That is not all, because I want you to have a whole lot of knowledge that you don't need. Imagine you are a social media manager and you want to create carousels for a brand. Do you have to still go and be paying someone else to actually come and be doing the carousel, and you'll be shutting down your money? No, I want you to be able to have all of these skills, and that's why I'm going to be giving you graphics design, simple tricks that you can be using to create content with graphics. Maybe you want to do carousels for Instagram or carousels for what's it called, LinkedIn. It can be easy for you, and I'm going to be teaching you this. That's why I'm giving it to you as a bonus also, so that you don't go and stress yourself and be paying another person to do it when you can actually do it with just your smartphone. This is one bonus that I'll be giving to you. And that bonus I'll be giving to you is Facebook page massive growth strategy. Now this works a lot for Facebook. There is a trick that you can actually use to grow your Facebook page very fast if you want to really do Facebook page, but you can still learn the strategy and go and apply it for another platform that you're doing. And this is another bonus that I'm also giving you. But it's not just ending here. I'm also giving you another bonus: copywriting. If you know how to just create content, and you do not have ideas on copywriting, you only be a content creator, and to be difficult for you to even convert your audience to buy from you. And copywriting helps you to know what makes people buy, how people buy, and the psychology behind selling while writing. So imagine you combining you knowing how to create content and you knowing how to transform this content to sales. That is going to be mind-blowing. You can't even imagine the results that you are going to be achieving from now henceforth. And that is why I'm also giving this to you as a bonus, so that you don't lack anything that you need to succeed in this line space. Now, if I actually told you to actually pay 100k, 80k, 70k for this, don't you think it's still worth it? But no, you are not paying that. And just as I even showed you earlier, the tag price that I put for this was 30k. But just for some reasons again, you are not even going to be paying up to 30k again. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this just for some first set of persons that are going to take action as you are listening right now. Now, you are not even going to be paying up to 30k. And yes, I know why I'm doing this, to make it much more easier, because I know somebody was just listening to me right now and he was like, 30k, if I had I've gathered something less than that, but sir, I want to start now. I want to really learn content, how to create content, and I also want to learn how to offer this as a service to other people. By the time I'm good at it, and guess what I'm doing? In addition to all of these bonuses that I'm giving to you, in addition to all of these bonuses and the course itself, both the version 1 and the version 2, I'm giving this to you for just a whooping price of 20,000 naira. But see, this is the price for today. You may come back tomorrow and you see that the price have increased. So now that you are seeing this is the high tide. Like, this is the most massive bonus, or the most massive benefits you can see from this, because getting all of this content and all of these bonuses for just 20,000 naira. I tell you, you are probably not going to be seeing this anywhere else. This is the right time to take action. So click the link below this video. Maybe you're watching this in the website. Click the button that says whether purchase now or something like that, or get access now, and you can make payment and join, or you can send a DM to the person who invited you to watch this webinar so that you can get started. And of course, if you are the person who invited yourself, get started now, because it's going to literally change your online business. Now, these are some persons who are actually literally taken the course before. This person said the course is so easy to relate. I had no knowledge in content creation at all, and I couldn't get myself to believe that it was possible for me to know so much in just 3 days. Now I feel like a pro. Like, oh my gosh, I remember when this particular guy Brofemi was trying to actually get this course. At first, when I first launched it, he was asking me, am I going to know how to create content after this? I told him, just be rest assured, by the time you go through this training, and the most amazing part is you can finish this training in just 2 days. In just 2 days, you can finish it, because they are so straight to the point. We are not beating around the bush here. My goal for this course is to ensure that you have practical knowledge that you can apply instantly and start seeing results for yourself. Now, this was another person, like he was in one of my Twitter space, and that was how I made the offer to them to actually get the course, and he got the course. And see what they said. He said the course is light. The course should even be sold for 100k. This is someone who have literally gone through the course. So this is not coming from me. This is coming from someone who has actually gotten the course. This is unbelievable. Even me, that I'm doing this, I did not believe I would actually do this. But for the sake of the students who may be watching, probably you're a student and you really want to learn this thing, or maybe you're a 9-to-5 worker and you're not even earning much from your 9-to-5 business, and you really want to learn how to create content that will even drive traffic to you and make these people engage with your content, and even offer this skill as a social media manager and get paid for it by the time you start applying what you have been taught. This is for you. 20,000 naira, and you can actually get this. Now, I told you I was going to show you the Twitter page that I'm actually managing for one of the top affiliates in Nigeria. Now, the amazing thing is she does not even have followers as much as when I started managing the page. She didn't have followers as much as some of the top guys out there, but her posts, the posts I've making for her, this was like the second post I made for her, and it has over 14,000 impressions. I'm going to show you what 14,000 people look like. This was other posts. I've made barely like between 6 posts to her at the point I was recording this, and these posts have all of them cumulatively had over 30,000 plus impression. Now, this is what you can actually do for yourself and even for other brands, and they will pay you for it. Like, this is not currently for myself. This is not my own personal account. I'm managing another person's account, and despite the fact I know how to understand what her audience are thinking of and create content that will actually make her audience engage, and that is what I will be teaching you in the course of this training. Now, I told you I was going to give you a gift at the beginning of this whole presentation and webinar. Now, my gift for you is that if you take this offer now, meaning you get this course right now as you're listening to me now, I and my team, we are going to be helping you oversee your content before you create it. This is worth over 150,000. It's just like I'm not even managing your page for you for the next 1 month. So if you take advantage of this now, so before you post your content, you can send it to me and my team, and we help you review it so that you know that you are creating it right now. Wherever you're having issues, we will actually spot it out for you. This is a premium service that I'm actually giving you free of charge if you take advantage of this offer and you get this course, so that you grow your audience and get a lot of money, get a lot of leads, free leads for yourself. Now, just as I said, being a social media manager can even give you a lot of money. That imagine you are managing 10 brands and they're even paying you as a starter. They're just paying you like 60k every month, all of these 10 brands. How much do you think that is? That is over 600,000 naira. It's very possible to do when you understand how to first create the content that will even make people engage. Because if you don't know how to do this, you don't have any result to show them, and nobody is going to hire you. This is what you are actually going to be getting in this course all through. You're getting the reasons why you should learn how to create high valuable content and how you can create them, the deadly reasons why most people do not know how to create, and all of this from A to Z. Like, this is the premium content creation course that you could ever think of. And not just that, we're also going to be teaching you how you can boost your engagement. And not just that, you learn the strategies. So even like manage people's account for them by the time you become very good after taking this course and learning everything that you need to know. Now, this is an image of what 14,000 people looks like. That was the people who were seeing this lady's content that I created for her. That's people seeing her profile already. You can imagine that for yourself. So imagine yourself getting, let's say, 14,000 plus impressions. And of course, you can even get more than that if you know how to create content the right way. Now, this is even like, let's even not take it too far. Let's imagine you just start applying all that you have learned and you just get at least 1,000 people viewing your content. 1,000 people seeing it. Do you know how many people you'll be able to convert from there? 1,000 people, if you were supposed to run a paid advert, 1,000 impressions should cost a lot. But now you're going to be learning how you can get those impressions for free with the same social media, just by knowing how to create the right content. This is amazing. This is an offer you shouldn't think about again, because this is the solution you have been waiting for. So I implore you, and I hope to see you in class so that I can help you oversee your content before you create, and also share strategies that you can even use to get clients for social media management. All of this I'll be teaching you guys further. More lessons will be coming in the mentorship group. More lessons will be coming, and we'll even be updating the course from time to time. And once you get it now, you're not paying any money again after this course is updated. Every time we're updating it, reviewing, adding more and more things to it, you will actually be getting access to everything we'll be doing for free. So all you need to do, get it right now. You can click on the sign on the button below this video, or you can send a message to the person who sent you this video. If I'm the person, send me the message. If nobody sent it to you and you stumbled upon it, then reach out to me and we'll actually get it sorted out for you to actually get started immediately. I can't wait to see you. And by the way, here are some video testimonials that you can literally see people who have also gone through this course to hear what they have to say. See you later.
Good day, everyone. My name is Adebayo Adeyonju. I have followed Maurice Akpebe from a far distance. I've watched very few times his postings and what he did online, and that motivated me to go after his course, 365 days sales generation content blueprint. And I can categorically say that this wowed me, and I've come to realize that the content you put out there actually put you in the face of people that when they come to know you, they come to like you, and they come to trust you because you actually know what you are doing. And Maurice Akpebe, I want to say thank you for this course.
Hi there, my name is Miracle Indicom. I am an online entrepreneur and sales closing expert. I've had the opportunity to witness the remarkable journey of Akpebe Maurice and the kind of result he has achieved so far. Maurice is a go-getter and a result-oriented person. Maurice has learned the high-income skills required to succeed in affiliate marketing and learned the hack of content creation, and his courses offer a wealth of knowledge and practical advice for anyone looking to improve in these areas. As an online entrepreneur, you understand that creating high-quality content to nurture and build relationships with your prospect is very important, and that is where Maurice comes in. He knows what works and can guide you in creating content that not only catches your prospect's attention, but also drives conversions. If you're serious about growing your online business, I highly recommend investing in Maurice's course, which includes the PCLO framework for affiliate marketing and a 365-day sales generating content creation strategy. He has taken the time to learn and apply this knowledge, and it has worked for him. So learning from him can guarantee you to scale your affiliate marketing business and improve your content creation skills. Don't wait, get his course now and start seeing real results. Cheers.
So this is a quick testimonial video for my friend Mr. Maurice Akpebe. I met Maurice a few years ago and he has been an amazing friend and personality. I've learned a lot from him, and people that know me know I don't recommend anything but the best. So now I can confidently say to you that Maurice is the best at what he does. Whatever he teaches you and tells you to do, please do it, and I guarantee you, you are going to get the results you desire. Wish you success.
A course that takes you on a 365 days journey of content creation. Yeah, it's going to help you to write the right content that will position you as an expert and will also attract the audience or the people that needs your product and your services. In this product, Maurice explained how you can use different tools, including AI, to generate content that is going to be valuable and it's going to help you to achieve your brand goals. Maurice is someone I've known for some months now, and everything he does is just high valued, and I can vouch for it. So if you are still contemplating whether you should get this course or not, I would advise you to take it now. Don't think about it again. Just take it now, because it's going to transform your game forever.
Gone through the course, and I must say that it is indeed a blueprint, an exceptional one at that. One thing you should understand about this course is that it is consumable at a sitting. You have over 15 videos to watch. Now, it's not about the numbers of videos you are to watch. It's about the value you will get when consuming it. And the good news that you can consume more than 15 videos at a sitting. You do not know until you experience it. So go for the course.
So what